Well, just before we hit the air yesterday, Tucker Carlson released a video in which sent tremors through the internet.
Amazingly, as of tonight, there aren't many platforms left that allow free speech. The last big one remaining in the world, the only one, is Twitter. Starting soon, we'll be bringing a new version of the show we've been doing for the last 6.5 years to Twitter.
I happen to think that we embrace free speech quite a lot. But meanwhile, the fight between Tucker and his former employer is about to get super ugly. And the gloves are coming off. Carlson wrote a letter to Fox executives, including Rupert Murdoch, accusing the company of breach and fraud. Axios released the details of the letter right around the time Tucker released his Twitter video, which is hardly a coincidence. Now, Tucker alleges that Fox broke an agreement which forbade them to leak any private communications to the media. Now, not use Carlson's private messages to take any adverse actions against him. Well, joining me now is Judge Andrew Napolitano, former New Jersey Superior Court judge and host of Judging Freedom podcast, which is fantastic, mind you, and Mehek Cook, attorney and Republican strategist. So appreciate you both being here. Judge, go to you first on this one. Fox, you were at Fox for years. That's where you and I met. Wants to continue to pay Tucker the $25 million through January of 2025 so they can keep him silent. What do you say about it?
Well, it's standard contract law. In the industry, it's known as pay or play. It basically gives the corporation the option, as long as they pay, of not playing. So stated differently, they can take him off the air as long as they keep paying him, and he's bound by the terms of the contract. Even if he doesn't accept the payment, he's bound by the terms of the contract.
So Mehek, go ahead.
They've taken him off air for reasons they haven't stated publicly. They have the right to do that, and that keeps him off of all other platforms, including Twitter. They can go into court and get an order from a judge enforcing the contract and barring him from posting his show on Twitter.
Yeah, well, Mehek, that was going to be my next question, is how big of a liability is this to him, and is he at great legal risk for this, or is it kind of like you broke it, I broke it, everybody go home?
I think Tucker Carlson has a really strong point to make. There's a lot of evidence. I don't see that Tucker was releasing his private messages. So there are a lot of questions on how these leaks happened. And I have a hard time believing that we're going to keep Tucker Carlson off air until 2025. He has a massive following. He's a truth teller. And when you talk about the legalese, the one point that I think most contracts really don't touch are some of these media platforms like Twitter, because Twitter generally is more of a personal platform. So I think Twitter is something that Tucker may have strategically kept as a personal platform. So I have a hard time believing that Fox owns that platform and that right. And also, it's very clear now that he does not have a contract with Elon Musk. So I think it's best for Fox News to just walk away. They have lost the followers they lost. If they continue to drag Tucker through the mud, then they're going to continue to lose mainstream viewers. We're so tired of mainstream media telling us how to think. So I'm so happy for shows like Newsmax that continue to allow freedom of speech and thought. And this is what we truly need to do. They just need to walk away.
Well, Judge, in the same case, though, it's like, look, these contracts, they're written by people who've been in the industry for a very long time. They're pretty airtight.
Correct.
But that said, on Twitter and stuff like that, look, I use Twitter all the time here. I'm exclusive, obviously, to Newsmax. And, I think that probably, Fox News probably embraced him using Twitter when he was there. How can they make the case not to now?
Well, it'll depend on the wording of the contract. But if it is a standard contract in the industry, and I have to believe it is, it will prohibit him from competing with Fox anywhere on any venue, whether it's Twitter or whether it's by tin cans and a string. He simply can't compete with Fox during the lifetime of the contract. Now, his argument, as I understand it, is Fox breached the contract, therefore it doesn't exist any longer. Therefore, I have the right to compete with them. That's a legitimate argument that he can make in court. He'll probably lose it because those arguments, when they've been made in the past, have been lost by the on-air person. The network prevails just because that's the case law in New York. And New York is where the contract was venued, and New York is where this dispute will be decided.
I'm anxious to see what the size of that type of lawsuit and what each side claims the damages are. Judge Napolitano, Mehek Cook, we appreciate you joining us today.
Sure.
All right.